So I thought I'd come down in the woods again today and take a walk around. That video did pretty good the other day, so I thought I'd try it again. Really trying to figure out what direction to go with this channel. And I had a kind of an idea today that I might try out. I don't know. We'll see. But then I'm talking like, you know, years from now, not today. I'm not going to start changing things on this channel today. And I'm going to explain this in a minute if I don't forget. So the other day I was telling you that I want to change the way I do things on the channels and on both channels, and how I am going to do the lawnmower repair hobby business. And so just to give you a brief history, I don't know how brief it is, but to remind you what I'm going to do. So this channel has died, and I don't think I'm going to try to revive it. I mean, I'll keep it going, but I'm not going to try to fix it. And in that video I told you why. You may have heard that when people go into a carnivore diet, they have high ketose, and your brain lifts a fog. They're discovering that the seed oil is causing inflammation in the brain. Now, I don't know all the specifics, but that's essentially how it works. And so your brain is having to work harder to process the same amount of information. Well, when you get rid of the seed oil, your brain's running fresh again. Well, when I went on to a carnivore diet, it engaged a gene that I have. Lots of people have this gene, and people who know people have this gene know exactly what I'm talking about. But when I went on a meat diet, the brain fog went away, and the gene started activating more and doing what it's supposed to be doing. And so at that point I realized I didn't want to keep making videos that I didn't believe in. The drama videos, the stretching of the, you know, not the stretching of the truth, that's not the way I want to put it. Trying to cause drama is the best way to put it. And I just didn't like it. I don't like watching videos like that. And I don't want to make videos like that. So when I went on the diet, I decided that I'm not doing that anymore. Well, of course, this channel tanks. So I did two things simultaneously when this channel started going downhill. I started the lawnmower repair hobby business. And that fixed everything as far as finances would go. That first year was really good. And the second year was even better, and the third year is even going to be better than that, assuming we still get the same amount of customers. Because I'm going to raise my prices a little bit. So it's hard to walk in the woods because it blurs, you know, kind of blinds me out, so I apologize. So So we started making all that money, and at the same time I started putting lawnmower repair videos on this channel, and they actually didn't do terrible. It caused an algorithm change problem with my channel, but it really actually did pretty good. So I created a second channel, a lawnmower repair channel, and I really think it has a lot of potential. And I know people don't like AI, but I don't care. I've been using AI to try to help me develop that channel better. Better titles, so search engines will pick it up, and descriptions and tags, even though tags don't matter, and making sure the content is appropriate. So really trying to work on that channel and get it going. If that channel starts to succeed, then I can I don't know, I don't have to worry about this channel as much. And I really wanted to slow down on this channel. I don't really know what to talk about anymore. And I have to make a video every day, and it's not making hardly any money. So the only reason I do it, and it's a fine reason, and I appreciate the subscribers that stick around, is so that the subscribers can continue to watch the videos. But that's the only reason. So I would like to cut this channel back a bit, and I kind of have an idea in the future what I'd like to do with it. Well, the problem is, when we moved here, it gave me an opportunity not to have to deal with people. Remember, I was kind of in a hectic lifestyle in the past before I started this channel. I was a manager at a shelter workshop. Very stressful job. It was just terribly stressful. Never got to any time off, but that wasn't even the biggest issue. I didn't mind the hours. It was the stress. And I'm pretty sure I was heading towards a heart attack. I mean, we couldn't even sit down to have supper. We'd have to go Chinese restaurant or Emo's Pizza. Was pretty much our diet. So when we quit, started traveling, that was a huge break for us. We didn't have to deal with employers. Now, you know, and the thing is even before that job, I worked at I had my own business. I ran a consulting firm. So, you know, it's always been lots of people, and I just don't want to be around them. I just find people to be too manipulative in general terms. You know, people say, "Oh, it's just a white lie. It's no big deal." It is to me, and so I just don't want to do it. So there's a really pretty tree over here. I like going over there, but it's not my property. But I saw it once. It's just a really nice tree. I like standing underneath it. So anyway, being on the lawnmower repair, I got to deal with people. And one of the examples, just one, I told you about this when it happened, was there was a guy who gave me a lawnmower. Okay, then a year later, another guy shows up and says, "You remember me?" "No, I sure don't." "I'm that retired cop that gave you that lawnmower right there." "Well, no, that's not your lawnmower. That's a customer's lawnmower." "Nope, that's my lawnmower." "Sir, I don't even remember you. I don't, you know, I tag everything, my records. I don't know who you are." "I gave you a lawnmower last year. That's it right there." And so now I'm starting to kind of go like, okay, this is crazy. And he says, "I'm a retired cop, and I gave you that lawnmower." Anyway, and eventually I just told him to get off the property. He wouldn't get off the property. He just kept arguing that was his lawnmower. So I said, "Well, I'm going to call the police." Well, then he cussed me out and left, peeled out in the driveway. So that's just an example of having to deal with people that don't even understand what the conversation was about. Haven't heard from him since. I figured if he thought I was stealing lawnmowers, that he would call the police. I just don't know. I don't know if he was trying to be friendly. I don't know. So, turned out, he did give me the lawnmower. I mean, we figured it out later. Got on Facebook, and I actually told him I didn't want the lawnmower. He dropped it off here, and he messaged me and said, "I gave you that lawnmower." And I said, "Well, I don't want it. It runs. You take it back. That's yours." No, I want you to have it." Well, then a year later comes back, and it appears he wanted it back. So I didn't get it. So where am I at on the property here? Oh, so you know, I just don't like that kind of stress. And so when I had the YouTube channel, this channel, and it was doing good, make good money, I didn't have to deal with people. I mean, I had to deal with the comment section, but I really didn't have to deal with people. So when it crashed, that means I have to deal with people now. Well, it's not as bad as it was when I was working for an employer. 95% of the time, I'm not dealing with customers. I'm just repairing lawnmowers and making YouTube videos. And it's pretty good. But if I didn't have to do it, I don't want to do it. Deal with people, that is. I enjoy working the lawnmowers a lot. But the people are kind of stressful. And the other day, something happened unrelated to lawnmowers or YouTube or anything. And it was no big deal. It really wasn't. And it was a mistake, is what it was. Not my mistake. Somebody else's mistake. They made a mistake. And it involved me. Again, no big deal. But man, I was just really uncomfortable with the whole situation. I just absolutely hated it. And I realized I don't like being in these uncomfortable situations. So I would like to do something different. So I don't have to deal with people working on lawnmowers. So the other day I made a video and I was explaining what my plan was. Now this isn't something I'm going to do tomorrow or even next year. It'll probably, I suspect it'll be way after 4 years. My goal with the other channel is to make a certain amount of money in 4 years. If after that time I start making more money, I want to pivot that channel just a little bit, not a lot. And I would like to just buy mowers off Facebook Marketplace that aren't running, fix them, you know, 3 or 4 video series of fixing a lawnmower, you know, one is fixing the carburetor, next is changing the tires, you know, whatever. And then give that lawnmower away. Now, there's an absolute process. I mean, this is not something new. I didn't invent this idea. This idea is somebody else's idea. There's actually a channel called Whistling Diesel. He buys these hugely expensive cars, $400,000 or $500,000 cars, and then destroys them. And Hollywood does the same thing. And it's called props. So the lawnmower is a prop to the primary business. The business being the YouTube channel, the prop is the lawnmower or the $400,000 car. It doesn't matter what you do with the car, that's a prop expense. So I'm just going to use the lawnmower as a prop. And the reason I'm going to give the lawnmower away is so I don't have to deal with the warranty or the people. If I'm charging somebody and the belt breaks 20 minutes afterwards, which has happened to me, then I got to replace that belt for free. And the Beast, you'll know, you may remember, the Beast, I flipped. I sold it, and 15 minutes later he said the belt broke. Well, he was trying to cut a field, brush hog, and then a few days later calls back and says that deck needs leveled. I want you to level that deck. And this was just going to be an endless warranty. That's what it was going to be for a used lawnmower. So I told him I'd give him his money back, and he took the money. I took the mower back. Well, it's been a great mower, other than it's old and things are worn out on it, like the ignition coil. So since I've had it, I've replaced the ignition coil and the fuel pump. I think that's all I've done. But I would have had to replace that for him on my dime. So, you know, you're not making any money. At some point, you're not making any money. So that's why giving them away is a better idea. I don't have to worry about the warranty or dealing with angry customers or people rumoring on Facebook that this guy's no good. He sells junk. So I just give them away. Well, of course, when I said that in a video, I mean, one guy said, "You're a moron." I would think the only reason you came up with the word moron is because you didn't have a legitimate argument against what I was doing. My guess is you don't even understand what it is I'm doing. What you heard is I'm giving away a lawnmower. What you didn't hear is I'm going to make tons of money, endless amounts of money on Facebook. let's say I invest $300 into a lawnmower, and I put the video, 4 videos on YouTube. Well, these are evergreen videos. They're just going to continue to make views for as long as they're on YouTube and as long as the lawnmower is relevant. Which, lawnmower is always relevant. The Beast, I see the Beast, you know, other mowers identical to the Beast on YouTube all the time. They're a very common lawnmower. So I can, you know, run that video endlessly. John Deere, endlessly. So let's say in my lifetime, a video generates 1 million views, or even 10 million views. You know, you get up those kind of numbers, you're talking 20, 30, maybe even $100,000 in ads. That's it, just running ads. $100,000 for a $300 lawnmower. Seems like a good return on investment to me, and I don't have to deal with people. So who's the moron? Just because I don't want to deal with people does not make me a moron. Just because I have a better business plan than you. A lot of people just see the profit of the lawnmower and say, well, no, that's you got to sell it. But the thing is, I could actually make a video and put it on this channel, maybe even the other channel, I don't know yet, showing the giveaway. Although I don't want to brag about the giveaway. I feel like that's drama, and I don't want to be drama. But what I could do is, you know, make a video showing me putting a sign on the lawnmower, free, runs good, to a good home, that kind of stuff. And then when the guy comes, picks it up, I just record the truck driving away with a little happy mower on the back of the truck. So that's, and Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber in the world, does that. Mr. Beast said he learned the best way to make money is to give money away. The first time I ever watched Mr. Beast, I only watched a couple of his videos. I haven't watched a lot of them. The first one I ever watched, though, I think he gave $50,000 away to a homeless guy. So he's the #1 YouTuber right now, giving away money. I don't see how this is a moron idea. Seems pretty logical. Oprah gave things away all the time, and she's like a multi-billionaire. So if you'll click this up next box, take the video over to my other channel, I'd appreciate it. Go check it out. So I hope I can inspire you. I don't know, be a moron so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.